True authority descends from heaven rather than the decrees of men. At a massive, weathered oak door belonging to an ancient Gothic cathedral, a secular official in a 19th century top hat and heavy overcoat struggles with a rusted iron chain, attempting to padlock the door shut against the cold, grey sky. As he pulls the chain tight, a soft, ethereal light begins to glow from the cracks in the door, signifying that the Church's authority comes from a power far greater than any earthly government. Beneath layers of dust, the ancient beauty of the faith remains, restoring the ancient beauty, the Via Media. Inside a dimly lit wood-panelled Oxford library, a scholar in academic robes leans over a massive darkened wall fresco. With a small brush and a damp cloth, he carefully wipes away centuries of thick, grey dust and soot. Beneath his hand, vibrant lapis lazuli blues and shimmering gold leaf emerge, revealing the pristine face of an ancient icon. This act of cleaning represents the Church of England uncovering its true ancient Catholic identity that was always there, hidden beneath the surface. A golden chain of grace links the modern priest to the first apostles. The golden chain of succession, a cinematic sequence of hands through time. A first-century apostle, bathed in a warm supernatural light, reaches out his glowing hands toward a 4th-century bishop. The light, looking like a physical chain of liquid gold, passes from hand to hand through the ages, through medieval saints and Reformation martyrs, until it reaches the hands of a modern-day priest kneeling in prayer. In the background, a silent circle of robed figures from every era stands in a protective ring of light, representing the consensus of the Church Fathers. Truth takes wings, carrying the message across the English landscape as tracts. 1. The Church is of divine institution, not a creation of the state. 2. Holy Scripture is supreme, interpreted within the tradition of the early Church. 3. The Church in England is the ancient, continuous Catholic Church. 4. Apostolic succession is essential to preserve ministry and sacraments. 5. The sacraments are objective means of grace, especially holy baptism and the Holy Eucharist. 6. The real presence of Christ in the Eucharist is affirmed. 7. The prayer book and the 39 articles are compatible with the ancient Catholic faith when read in their historical context. 8. Holiness of life, prayer, fasting, confession, and self-discipline are indispensable marks of authentic Christian discipleship. 9. The Church Fathers' ecumenical councils and the ancient creeds are authoritative guides in preserving apostolic doctrine. 10. The Church's mission is to proclaim Christ through worship, sacramental life, preaching, education, and charity. In the soot of the city, a quiet holiness brings hope to the poor. The beauty of holiness in the fog. A narrow cobblestone street in a Victorian industrial city is choked with thick yellow fog and the silhouettes of towering factory chimneys. A priest in a simple black cassock walks through the gloom. He stops to kneel in the grime beside a shivering poor family, offering them bread and a blessing. His calm, disciplined presence brings a sense of sacred order and the beauty of holiness to the chaotic, soot-stained environment. A shadow of the cross reveals the sacred reality within the bread, the real presence. The interior of a chapel at dawn, thick with the scent of beeswax and old stone. A priest stands at the altar, slowly elevating a white host. As he lifts it, The flickering candlelight from the altar throws a massive, towering shadow onto the stone wall behind him. The unmistakable silhouette of the crucifixion. The shadow is perfectly still and potent, visualizing the objective reality of Christ's presence in the Holy Eucharist. An ancient church is born again, radiant with prayer and fellowship. The apostolic life restored. A vibrant cathedral filled with a diverse crowd. Men in top hats, women in shawls, labourers and children, all gathered together. The air is thick with swirling incense and the sound of a powerful choir. Some are leaning forward, listening to a preacher. Others are breaking bread together, and many are kneeling in deep fellowship and prayer. The scene is a living embodiment of Acts 2:42, showing a church that is ancient, reformed, and radiantly alive.